Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is today's Nintendo Direct stream. We are just going to play a little bit of La-Mulana. I thought, just play the early game of a new save file of La-Mulana 1 and chill a little bit while we do and talk about stuff that might happen at the Direct, and then we are going to watch the Nintendo Direct that's happening. There's a few stuff I want in this Direct, but I don't really have much expectations for this one. So I'm going to let this be a huge surprise and see what they have in store for us. So yeah, the music is fading out anyway, so let's get over to gameplay. As you can see, it's La-Mulana. I recently bought it on PS4 again. I think it's the third time I bought it, so we're going to start this off right away. I know La-Mulana 1 is probably the best. Better than any game, so we're just going to push through this as far as we can in this 1 hour. I think it takes me about 6 hours to complete the game in its entirety. This game varies a lot in terms of hours it takes to complete. My first playthrough was about 40 hours long, and now it's down to 6 in its entirety. Also, my D-pad is like the worst thing in the world. Also, my PS5 is going to be arriving soon, hopefully. So we're going to get a new controller. I hope the DualSense has a better D-pad than the knockoff controller I'm using currently. Let me just straight up more. So first off, we need to buy the hand scanner. Nothing really important. I forget I'm playing La-Mulana 1. La-Mulana 1 you can't grab just a ladder like this. In La-Mulana 2 you can. There's a lot of improvements in La-Mulana 2 that make it a little bit more bearable, in my opinion. Also, La-Mulana 2 runs a little bit faster, but we select our hand scanner. With the hand scanner you can read tablets, like this one. So it's a pretty important thing. We're going to here's the thing, I know everything about this game. Absolutely everything. So we won't really be reading any texts, but you need to read certain texts anyway. Some texts you need to read in order to progress. So first we go up here and get the shell horn, which is we solve the puzzle noise. Basically, this thing makes a noise every time we solve a puzzle, kind of like the Zelda jingle. In this game, you need to find an item for that. So we go down here and we enter our first area. I'll probably be taking this a little slower than I usually am. Welcome to the Gate of Guidance. As you can see, we can't translate some of the text. In the Gate of Guidance, the puzzles are relatively easy. Also, you can't fall down ladders, which is something that's a little bit annoying. I should have bought that. I don't know. Do I have? I don't know. That sucks. I forgot to buy the Glyph Reader, which is the thing you have. Let's look at the menu screen real quick. You have the weapons, the sub-weapons, and usable items, which are the interact buttons. Then you have passive items and the seals down here, which open stuff. Here you have software. So basically at the bottom you see you have a computer, and you can load certain types of software into the computer, which you can all find. All of the screen is software. Loading up certain software combinations does certain stuff. So you can read the messages by the Elder. He doesn't have anything to say yet. But for now I need to go back and buy the Glyph Reader, which is the software that lets us translate these glyphs, text from these glyphs. It's been a long time to get this game. A really long time. Nowadays I usually play La-Mulana 2 a lot more. So yeah, basically this is the first puzzle, which is basically fall on spikes. The game says the glyphs, the tablets around this say it's a proof of courage. Basically jump into the spikes and solve the puzzle and get the shurikens, the first sub-weapon. As you can see, you can throw them. Back in the game, I'm going to be moving a lot quicker. The problem is I forgot to get the Glyph Reader. So I need the Glyph Reader to unlock swapping. So it might be not. So I don't even have a shortcut out of this, out of the rooms right now. So I need to go all of the way back. This is my boss. Okay. Menuing in this game feels really satisfying. If you want to replay it, you can just play the game normally, try to solve everything just by reading it. Really doesn't detract from the experience. If you watch someone solve everything without reading anything. If you really want, go in there and try to solve everything without hints. It's an extremely difficult game. That's why it took 40 hours. Okay, this is not good. I'm already screwing up. audio levels might be a little bit high. Check. Here we go. I think that's more appropriate. Also, the game's music is phenomenal. Let's get down here. Let's try to get a little bit more money. At 36. Later in the game, money isn't going to be becoming an issue. Like, there's a way to grind fast money in the game. Let's move this block. Well, and while we're at it, we're trying to solve a few puzzles, like here and there. Like this one. And we get a map, as you can see here in the pause screen. Oh, I don't have the map reader. You need a map reader to read the map, so yeah, we don't have that yet. We can get this item, I think. Oh yeah, we have enough money now. Also push this block in. This one's a little bit tricky. What? Huh? Oh, they changed it for the console version. That's interesting. These enemies. You need to defeat them to fight the boss, so we might as well just do that. They changed that for the console versions, which is interesting. In the PC version, this hole isn't here. There's a trapdoor from above that you can. Yep. Well, at least I got an achievement for that. Wait, does it boot me? Oh, okay, it does boot me to the intro. So we lost progress. Good to know. I've never lost progress early in the game, but to be honest, it's a chance to do it better. I'm not really that mad about having to redo this section, because it gives me a chance to show off that I can do it better. I really didn't save up at any of the tablets. So we need 60 coins in total. And this is the game trolling me. I think you can get enough coins in the village to reasonably progress in the ruins. Okay, that was entirely pointless. So, Nintendo Direct. I don't expect much from the Nintendo Direct, to be honest. I'd love to see Pikmin. I know someone that's going to be really happy if they show Pikmin, so that's a plus side. That's a plus side. So, I expect something Xenoblade 3 related, maybe. Well, DLC should come out fairly soon, like the third wave or something. I'm guessing something like I don't know. Zelda is a given at this point in time. They have like 3 months left. I think Zelda is going to get its own direct, but they need to show something at least in this direct. We need. I don't know. I think Metroid Prime would be cool if they actually showed footage from Metroid Prime 4. What else do we need? There's really nothing I can go off on in this direct. There's so much stuff that we don't know about. There's so many question marks in this direct. It's kind of crazy that Nintendo hasn't shown us really much this year. I think Square Enix could be there with Octopath Traveler 2. But that game comes out fairly soon, so I don't know. They should definitely show something big that's going to be their huge system seller this year, so that could be interesting. Why didn't I get 60 coins from all of this? Did I just get extremely unlucky? Am I just getting extremely unlucky? Is the point. I really want them to have a system seller this year. Something that's going to tide people over towards the end of the year. What I would love is a release of Xenoblade Chronicles X. That might be something, but I don't know. Monolith Soft really doesn't want to port over that game, so there's a ton of question marks with this direct. There's not much to say beforehand. I think it's going to be a good direct. I don't think they have huge system sellers this year. Zelda is going to be their system seller, which is obvious. Like, here's the thing, Breath of the Wild is one of the highest praised game on the console. Obviously they are gearing up for Tears of the Kingdom to be the game this year. Although I have to say, in 2017 we had also Mario Odyssey in the lineup for, I think it was October when it came out. That was also huge. Like, we had a bunch of huge titles. Even Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was 2017. 2017 was a crazy year. And the weird thing is, it was the launch year of the Switch, so they launched and then immediately there was a crazy year in terms of games. Oh, come on, give me 2 coins. I know they can drop randomly from these. At least 1 or 2 can drop randomly. I'm just getting extremely unlucky. Here we go. This is so annoying. But yeah, there's not much to expect, and the thing is, I'm going to be pretty content with everything that comes. I don't have huge expectations for anything. At least at this juncture, like, we have... Here's the thing, if Metroid Prime 4 releases at the end of the year, it's going to be something along the lines of coming out in about... The news will come out in the middle of the year, like June or July. And then we have Tears of the Kingdom in May. There's not going to be... Almost bought the wrong software. There's not much going on that could release alongside that. And then we have stuff like Pikmin 4 should be coming out this year. I'm really expecting good stuff. I hope it comes out sooner rather than later. Pikmin 4 seems like a summer game, almost like something that comes out in August or June, somewhere along the lines of that. But I could also be totally wrong. I know that Pikmin 4 is not going to be the big system seller this year. Definitely. Like, I know some people won't like that. So as you can see, we can now... Oh wow, the PlayStation takes a long time to save. It's way faster saving on the Switch for some reason. As you can see, we can save at these points. These are grade points, which I'm going to be explaining a little bit later. And they are basically our warp points. So we need to read them with a glyph reader to unlock them, and then we can warp here. Also unlock this. So unlock these two chests, which we forgot last time. Oh wow. Also, we'll be taking a short break of about 5 minutes. Just so I can get some tea and something to recover because my throat feels dry. are back. A short break. Just needed to make me some tea because my voice keeps fading for some reason. I think I might be contracting COVID. Because if you didn't know, my wife has COVID and I might be contracting it as well. I really hope not, but that's usually how it goes. We might barely make it out of Gate of Guidance. Like, barely in this stream. Did I say I can beat it in 6 hours? I have proof that I can beat it in 6 hours. But for some reason, this section took me longer. Going to be moving a little bit faster. Also the bats are back. There we go. Let's go over here. Let's beat this block into submission. Over here, unlock this. Okay, it's unlocked. Okay. Let's go. Let's solve this puzzle. We need to be a little bit careful because we only have 15 health. So I don't really know what to expect. I think I'm going to let this Nintendo Direct watch over me. This year I don't really have anything that I want to play, necessarily. Like, especially not from Nintendo. I'm pretty much still in the Souls craze. There we go, we unlock this, and we go through here. And we open this chest up. Take the elevator down and go over here to open this chest. This chest is the most important item in the game. The Holy Grail. With it, as you can, what is the item button? As you can see, this is the warp item. This lets us warp to any Grail point. That's why I called it the Grail point. That's why they are called the Grail points. They are basically points to warp with the Holy Grail. So we can easily go back to the surface. As you see, I run out of weights, which I need for puzzle solving. So we're going to buy a lot of more weights. We don't really need the software here, just the weights. Let's have 15. I need to get used to the controls a little bit more. Let's see, Gate of Guidance. This lets us go back and forth pretty quickly in the ruins, which is really, really important. There's a few more puzzles we need to solve. Especially over here, now that we have unlocked this elevator. We need to use that elevator. To go up here. I think we can beat the first boss before the direct happens. Over here. Let's jump over this gap. There's an invisible floor here, if you haven't noticed. And there's a gap here. So we go over here. Press this. This should unlock the Ankh, which you will see, which is the boss summoning point in this area. Every area has one Ankh point and an Ankh jewel you can get. You need both of them to activate the boss. For this area. I think the bosses are called Guardians. We need to beat every single one of them in order to progress. There is 8 Guardians. And then the final boss. And there's, I think there's about 20 areas or so we go through. The ruins are really big, which is something I really love about this game. This game is huge. Not as huge as La-Mulana 2. I think La-Mulana 2 takes it up to another level. When it comes to expansiveness, like that isn't even funny anymore. I think La-Mulana 2 on a casual playthrough takes me about 30 hours. You don't need to press this. We just need to go over here. Yes. Let me check once more. So yeah, this corresponds to this puzzle. We need to hit these in the right order that the skeleton laid out for us. And this one. As you can see, it solved the puzzle somewhere. Also not really explicit where the puzzle is solved, but I think this activates this staircase, which lets us use this arm to go over here. Let's just follow this. This should lead us directly to the Ankh jewel of this area, and then we can fight the boss. The Gate of Guidance is basically a tutorial area, and it's really easy. Well, not really easy if you're a beginner, but it's really quick to go through. It streamlines you a lot into solving all of the puzzles in this area and then immediately fight the boss afterwards. So it's like a contained bubble of what the game's going to be in an area. The next areas are going to be way more expensive and have more obscure puzzles we need to solve. This area is really easy. So what I'm going to do is, for now, I'm going to first go to the hot springs. The hot springs is this over here. It lets you restore your health. Then we warp to the Gate of Guidance. We save. As you can see, 17 minutes. And we fight the boss. We got the Ankh jewel. The Ankh should be also ready. I didn't enter the Ankh thing, the Ankh room yet. It's down here. Here we go. The music changing means you can activate this Ankh. Going to need this. Let's fight our first boss. Hopefully we don't embarrass ourselves. The first boss is still relatively easy. Just need to watch where you're going, which I don't currently do. Here we go. That's it. The first boss is really easy. So we have about 20 minutes till the Nintendo Direct. The bosses will be getting harder, but we will also get a lot stronger. I think the 5th boss is the hardest in the series. Well, not in the series. I think some La-Mulana 2 bosses are harder. But in this game, at least. Because he's a gatekeeper to the second half of the game. After you are the second half of the game, you can really power creep. So some of the last 3 bosses are basically a joke. If you know how to do them. So let's go to the next area. The Mausoleum of the Giants. We also have a ton of money, which is good. We will need to buy a lot of stuff in the early game. There's also a mini boss, I think, over here. Yep. I'll come over here. Ghosts. Here we go. Here's the mini boss. He's a little bit hard to hit. And he's done. We get the rolling shuriken for this, which is this item. Basically a shuriken, but it rolls. I'm not going to be using many sub-weapons. I think some of them are good. Not all of them are 100% good. Okay. Let's hit this. We'll open the chest for us. which will give us a map, which we don't really need. I think the map is a good tool for early game to get around. I have all of these rooms memorized, so I don't really need it. Like, you should, if you're an early game player, you should definitely buy the map reader and the text tracker. Important part if any area is getting to the grail point. Also, we're going to buy the shoes, which make us run faster. Now we're getting somewhere. The movement items are really important. Did I just run by? I just did run past the grail point. Let me get the grail point first. Because it also is a quick save. So running by a grail point, basically like this, if you run by it like this, it quick saves for you. Which is really good. So to solve the mausoleum of the giants, we need to read a lot of this carefully. This is all of these tablets are the history of the giants and how they were basically embroiled in civil war against each other. And you need to read really carefully. And then you have this disc over here, which I'm going to show you. Down here it is. This is the sky disc, and you can change everything from moon to stars to sun. And depending on which effect is at the top, the ruins change. So you basically are supposed to take care of a lot of the stuff. Also, you can put something at a weight under this guy's feet, which is the ultimate troll move. And yeah, as you can see, putting the sun at the top basically triggered this for us. Which we don't know yet what it does. But it's like a puzzle was solved, so it's pretty important. I think the moon changes something else that we need to set up. A lot of this is set up for later. Also, we are not going to fight the boss of this area for some reason. I have huge trouble with that boss and always come back later when I'm a little bit stronger. So let's change this to the moon. Ten minutes left. Also, getting knocked around by enemies is basically tradition. Okay, so it wasn't the moon, which is disappointing. I misremembered it being the moon that triggered this. There's a weight placement here. Turn it the other way and put the stars up. Need to put the stars up first. Sorry, my bad. We definitely need the moon to unlock the Ankh for the boss of this area. So the moon is useful for something, but for this we need the stars. As you can see, there's a pedestal here which we need to press first. And then we need to enter the room from a different angle. Okay. Over here. And careful. Now the statue collapses. And we can get on top. I think the tablet says something that this guy basically fell asleep under the stars or something like that. And we got the Ankh Jewel from that. And the only thing left is to trigger the Ankh, and I think that's going to be the last of La-Mulana for now. Not sure if we are going to continue this. It's just a little bit of fun I like to have on stream. The Nintendo Direct is going to be happening really, really soon. Here we go. Now the moon is up above. And as we can see, this guy starts kneeling. And represents the Ankh for us. So I think that's about it for La-Mulana for now. I think I'm going to end stream after the Direct, to be honest. So I'm going to end this for now. We're going to go over to stream break for now and take a short break before the Direct happens. I think I'm going to end stream after the Direct because I don't know, my throat doesn't feel too well and I should be going to bed if I'm not feeling too well. But we're definitely going to play more of this at some point if demand is there. Let's see. I think the Direct is going to be happen pretty soon. What was that? Okay. Yeah, don't expect a lot from Nintendo. I think the Switch had one of the best runs. The only thing that would really surprise me would be if they announced something like the next Switch generation or something, like a new console. I don't think that's possible yet. I think they would do it in a different manner. But I'm not sure of that. Like, they could definitely do this. It's about time in 5 minutes. I think after we are going to stay around a little bit to discuss a little bit, but I don't think I'll be streaming after that again. I think next time I'm going to be streaming, I want to play more Sekiro. But that might also be a moot point, because my PS5 will be arriving someday soon, maybe this week. So we could play Sekiro in 60 FPS. Let me look that up. Let me look up if Sekiro has 60 FPS. So that might be a good thing. 4K 60 FPS, so let's see. I'm so excited. I might just play Sekiro on 60 FPS soon. So we might just have to wait for Sekiro until my PS5 gets ready, or general PS nonsense. I think that thing's going to be a streaming machine. Like, holy shit. I'll be taking a short break again, and then we go directly into the direct. And back again with the Nintendo Direct. Let's see what this is all about. Let's make this full screen. Let's go over to our screen recording, and we are going to see. I'm so excited for what's going to come out of this. I really, really want to know. There is so much possibilities of what it could be. There's really not much to say. It's 1 minute. Shouldn't there be a counter or something? I know sometimes YouTube doesn't really work with stuff like that. Sometimes YouTube streams don't start really. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Really not much to say. I'm pretty hyped. Let's see what they have in store for us this time. They start right out the gate with Pikmin 4, huh? Ah, it's a trailer. I know someone who's happy. Here you go with sound. Oh my god, it's Pikmin. They start off with Pikmin 4. Is the audio quality okay so far? Finally a trailer for it, like, it took forever, like, what was it, 10 years or so? To finally get a trailer like this? It looks fantastic. The problem with stuff like this is the stream quality really doesn't do it justice, but it really, really looks fantastic. Oh, Ice Pikmin. I think those are new. Wait, you have Pikmin animals right now? The game looks still fantastic, like, holy shit. And this is finally proof that it's going to release this year, because it's a gameplay trailer, like, it's definitely going to release this year. Oh yeah. Give us a release date. Really, we need one. It's a July game. July 21st.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
Didn't expect this, but it's releasing in July.
For Pikmin 4. A dog-like creature was spotted. What kinds of things will it show us? Please look forward to more information in the future.
I know someone who's going to co-stream it with me, right?
Of Nintendo Switch headlines.
This new hero is a real gem. Introducing Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion.
Xenoblade 3 DLC?
Lapidurist extraordinaire.
What now?
Say hello to Masha, the newest hero and a refined Lapidarist. She can use special ore to craft accessories that can bestow various effects. Challenge battles with roguelike elements are also being added. Select only one
Roguelike
character
elements?
and battle wave after wave of enemies.
Okay.
For every win, you'll earn more heroes and special abilities. Rack up victories with your heroes and set your sights on the final stage. You might also get special in-game outfits as a reward. And coming in Volume 4 later this year.
Tell me why! Is this really what you want?
What the fuck is going on?
Through to him. He's a heartless machine.
What the fuck is going on with Elvis?
Like killing
What?
Granddad wasn't enough for you?
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 expansion pass for the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game launches on the Nintendo
What?
Switch system February 15th. Shake it, amigo!
Okay, I'm actually kind of stunned. What the fuck is going on with Alvis? Like, holy shit.
Grab your Joy-Con controllers and gently shake them like maracas to match the targets during a
We
song.
actually saw Shulk and Alvis, so Volume 4 is probably going to be a part of a story.
And dance. But the unexpected might happen, so stay on your toes.
I'm so confused.
Why not dance with a friend to predict your compatibility in Love Checker?
I already see Xenoblade YouTubers making content out of this, out of these 10 seconds that we saw, like making 3-hour videos on it, because that's what they usually do.
Keep the beat and aim for first place. 40 songs are included, spanning a multitude of genres.
That was a thing to just casually drop, like, holy shit.
Controllers and get shaken when Samba de Amigo Party Central shimmies onto Nintendo Switch this summer.
Don't really care that much about this game, but okay.
Got a passion for fashion?
And the hype is dying down.
Fashion Dreamer. This is the place to glam it up and express yourself. Here, you'll aim to become a stylish influencer. And
I mean, it always has its ups and downs, so Nintendo Direct is always like that, so...
Give them a like if you dig their style. Or
but that Xenoblade reveal was wild. Wild.
Now it's time for fashion design.
I can't even react to what I see, really, like...
Then add a personal touch to give your item a final flourish.
You can't just casually drop Alvis and Shulk into a cutscene and basically say, oh yeah, it's coming this year. Like, what?
Mix and match your favorites to create new looks. By connecting online, you can expand your friend circle and grow your brand.
I need to really get back into Xenoblade 3 at some point this year.
Got an eye for fashion? Then get styling when Fashion Dreamer debuts exclusively on Nintendo Switch this year.
I really don't think I played this game enough.
Delve into these dark worlds. Dracula's Castle beckons in this new paid DLC for the roguelite action platform.
Oh yeah, Dead Cells DLC is coming, yeah.
Venture through the castle's
I did play Dead Cells for a bit,
and Alucard, leading up to
but I didn't do much in it. Like, I didn't get very far, so might need to give this another try.
12 original covers and 51 songs from the Castlevania series accompany you during your quest in Dead Cells. Return to Castlevania, sinking its teeth into Nintendo Switch March 6th.
I mean, at least Konami is doing something with its IP, right?
Enter a new grid in this narrative puzzle adventure set within the Tron universe. Uncover dangerous truths and retrieve what was lost as you navigate through a perilous world. Your decisions and the alliances you forge will impact your journey.
How wild is it that it started with Pikmin 4, like,
Identity launches
and it's
first
even
for
releasing in
consoles on
July.
Nintendo Switch this April. Who's there? Wait, is that?
Oh, they're re-releasing Ghost Trick.
The time-bending murder mystery Ghost Trick.
If it gets that some more people play this, like, I'm all for it. Absolutely. If anyone watching this hasn't played the game, just play it. It's phenomenal.
Ghost Trick, Phantom Detective, Spirits onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Two connected worlds, one suspenseful thriller.
この事件のパズルを解き明かす。
まだ30分も経ってないよ。
そもそもこの事件には最初から違和感があった。この事件の犯人はお前だ。警察だ。おとなしくしろ。
武力兵器の使用はデカバ
Are they trying to rip off Persona somewhat? Like it seems like it a little bit.
ハーバードがカラフル猫ちゃんになってる。
何が起こった？
誰かがデータを置き換えたんだ。
This seems like a weird game to me.
警察のシステムに潜入しプログラムを書き換えた。
それって完全に犯罪だぞ。
これが犯罪だと。この狂った街では手段を選んではいられない。
Yeah, not much I can say about this one.
一匹残らず排除する。
I would need more info.
Once upon a time, there was a witch.
Oh yeah, it's the prequel thing for Bayonetta.
Experienced Bayonetta's origins as a young witch named Cereza.
I haven't played Bayonetta 3 yet so
Seeking
far.
the power to rescue her imprisoned mother. She ventures deep into the
I don't know.
forest
Bayonetta
by
doesn't really
fairies.
vibe with me.
Going to that forest.
I played the second game. I played it all the way through, but it doesn't really vibe that much with me. I think there's
She'll encounter the otherworldly
action
demon
RPGs
Cheshire.
that I find better.
You'll control both witch and demon at the same time. Harness Cereza's magic and Cheshire's ferocity to travel through this mysterious
But this,
and dangerous
honestly,
forest.
this does look really cool.
They'll need to work together in battle as well.
Like the art style alone,
Cereza
and
cannot attack and can only support Cheshire by magically binding enemies. Hold an enemy in place while Cheshire attacks. Or stop an aggressive one to focus on another.
like this does look
Strategically
really
use
good.
each
Like
character's abilities to win battles. The duo will gain strength as they continue their journey. By obtaining more powers, new paths can be opened, and battles can be more easily swayed in your favor. Can Cereza and Cheshire find their happily ever after?
I like the art style of it.
Cheshire, let's go.
Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon prowls onto the Nintendo Switch
March
system
17th.
March 17th.
Pretty
Pre-orders are
soon.
available now on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next, please take a look at this.
What do you have in store for us? Show me something. Oh, it's Splatoon DLC. I still haven't played Splatoon 3. Like holy shit. I have to say I haven't played many Switch games, Switch new releases last year.
Introducing the Splatoon 3 Expansion Pass. This paid DLC includes 2 waves of content. The first wave is Inkopolis. Make this splat-tastic place from the original Splatoon game your stomping grounds. This is Booyah Base. It's got some pretty
Okay,
nifty weapons and gear.
they do the same thing for every game now. It seems like expansion pass and stuff like this. I don't really care that much about Splatoon 3 anymore.
Salmon Run. Table turf battle.
I know that a lot of people
And amiibo
do
functionality
care
all
enough.
work in the same way here too.
Oh wow, the stream is chugging
Sisters will also perform here during
like crazy
Splatfests.
on my end.
Need a mix of old school and freshness? Then head over to Inkopolis.
And it's not my PC or my internet connection. That is coming from Nintendo
The
stream.
first wave of this paid DLC launches this spring.
And yeah, usually if you look at the footage right now, don't be like, this looks graphically shit, because it's already streamed from Nintendo and the stream compression is like crazy bad, and then I already restream it, so I mean, it seems like Splatoon is getting a new story DLC or something. Which is always a good thing. I think they should include more expansion passes like this into Nintendo Switch Online.
Wave 1 Inkopolis.
And that would make it way more viable. Like, I have the new Mario Kart DLC in my Nintendo Switch Online, and I don't need to really pay anything for it.
Splatoon 3 expansion pass will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
I think if they added more to Nintendo Switch Online, that would help sell the thing
Splatoon 3 since its launch.
way more.
Thank you all very much. We hope players will be able to enjoy the game even more with the upcoming paid expansion pass. Please look forward to more information about Splatoon 3 in the future. Let's see some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Adventure awaits Mickey and friends on Illusion Island. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy. Embark on a new adventure to find 3 magical books and save the mysterious island of Monoth. Run, jump, and
Okay, this
swing
looks
to
like
explore every nook
a little
and
bit
cranny of
like the
island.
old Disney platformers, but not really.
You can reach new places and find secret areas.
Not sure I dig the art style as much.
Cross large chasms with boost jump. Ground
I think
barriers to open new spaces.
Big game
And
studios
fly
need
through
to
the air
really,
reach distant
really
platforms and hidden areas.
incorporate
Each character's personality
pixel art
shines through in
a
their
lot
actions.
more.
Up to 4
They
pals
can do
locally
so much more
brave
with
the
pixel
island.
art than
Share a
the
hub
regular
for
indie
extra
developer
help.
can do.
Play leapfrog for
Like, this
larger
would have
jumps,
been amazing
or
if it
drop
was a
rope to
callback
lend a
to
hand.
the old Mickey Mouse
Together
Disney
to
games
save Monoth, and you might discover new paths.
with pixel art instead.
While exploring the island,
That would have
you'll meet
sold it to me a
unusual
little bit
allies
more,
and
in my opinion.
dangerous foes. Study their movements carefully to figure out the secrets to victory.
But yeah, it seems to be multiplayer, so
Join
at
Mickey
least
and
that is
friends on a
good.
high-flying adventure in Disney Illusion Island, swinging onto Nintendo Switch July 28th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
So Pikmin 4 is going to be their big summer hit, I guess.
More emblems are on the way.
And we are going
New
into
emblems are coming to future waves of the
expansion
Fire
pass
Emblem Engage
for
expansion pass DLC.
Fire Emblem
Wave 2
Engage.
includes Hector, Emblem of Strength.
Hector
Raise
is
defense
cool.
and unleash counterattacks.
There is only one person.
And Soren. Oh my
Emblem of
god.
Acumen. Cast magic
Now I have to
spells
buy
with
this
fire.
game. You don't even know. Like,
Camilla,
I can do
Emblem of
without
Wizard.
her. I just need to see Hector and Soren and I'm sold. Like,
Wave 3 includes Crom and Robin, Emblem of Bonds.
really?
Overwhelm foes with sword and magic attacks.
had it the wrong way around.
Veronica, Emblem of Heroes.
I see you!
Summon additional allies to fight for your cause.
Okay, I don't need the Wave 3 DLC. I just need the Wave 2.
And in Wave 4, a new story called Bell Xenologue will be unlocked.
Thank you for answering our prayers.
Who is it that's putting your world in danger now?
Watch out! Assassin!
At least the gameplay seems to be really
Wave 2
good
of
in
the
this
Fire
game,
Emblem
so
Engage expansion pass
I'm at
for
least
the
going to
Fire Emblem Engage
enjoy that.
game launches on the Nintendo Switch system later today.
Oh, so Hector is coming out today. I think I'm going to get this game
Take control of your destiny.
later down the line.
This is Reverie, a world in which deities known as aspirations dwell. when a megacorp endangers the harmony.
I don't really feel the itch to play Fire Emblem right now, so... And I already have so many FromSoft games to play, so...
Harness your divine gift of clairvoyance to travel between worlds. See the future and decide humanity's fate. Many branching story paths, along with a riveting soundtrack by Celeste composer Lena Raine, set the stage for your journey. Eventually, you'll
I love that Lena Raine is now a selling point for games.
Power or chaos to change the
Her
story's outcome.
music is really, really good.
Which destiny do you aspire? Harmony: The Fall of Reverie launches first for consoles on Nintendo Switch this June. These games will have you rolling.
Here we go.
Octopath Traveler 2
Octopath
is
Traveler
just
2.
around the corner. After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo containing the game's
Oh, and
opening
it gets a
hours will be
demo.
available on
That's good.
Nintendo eShop.
I really enjoyed the
New
first
stories
Octopath
await.
Traveler, but I
Which
didn't finish
path
it
will you take first? Who will your allies
because
be?
it takes
And
so
where
long
will
to
your
get
journey
anywhere.
lead you? Venture through a brand new world in Octopath Traveler 2.
I hope the stories are
launching
more
on Nintendo
interconnected
Switch
this time.
February 24th. Keep it rolling. Run around and
Oh my
collect
God.
oodles of objects in this remaster of We Love Katamari. Roll in a classroom, a zoo, and space? New features include playing as the
I think
young
people
king
love
of all
Katamari.
cosmos in 5 new challenges.
But I have never played it.
Photos with a selfie camera. We Love Katamari Reroll plus Royal Reverie comes to Nintendo Switch June 2nd. In addition, active Nintendo Switch Online members can play a free game trial of Katamari Damashi Reroll.
Huh.
Combine the powers of the sun and moon to fend off evil in this
Yeah, I'll definitely
turn-based
try the
RPG.
Octopath
Free
Traveler
traverse a
2
breathtaking world.
demo.
Meet characters from all walks of life and devastate foes with timed attacks in battle. Complement your journey with enchanting melodies and retro-inspired tunes from the renowned Yasunori Mitsuda, a guest composer for the game. Sea of Stars
Wait,
sails
what?
onto Nintendo Switch August 29th. A free demo will launch later today on Nintendo eShop.
And also a demo, like... I love the inclusion of demos on the Switch. That is something that Sony and Microsoft are sorely missing, like the inclusion of demos into their repertoire. Like, put a demo for every game out there, like, just do it. Nintendo does this pretty well. They have demos for a ton of games. It helps you try games before you buy them.
Free-to-play game begin today on Nintendo eShop. Dive back into the sprawling labyrinth. A collection of the first 3 Etrian Odyssey games is coming to Nintendo Switch, remastered in HD. Many treasures lie
Oh yeah, I
deep
don't
within a
know much
massive
about
labyrinth.
Etria Odyssey.
Its paths are intertwined, and vicious monsters lurk in the shadows. A blank map is your only guide.
I need to look into it a lot
Drawing
more.
the map as you explore, you can progress even further. Venture into the labyrinth with 5 adventurers. As the guild leader, you'll assign them roles like the allied defending protector or the ultra-fast dark hunter. But be warned, every adventure is fraught with danger. Should you fall in battle, you can change your team and learn new skills to strengthen your party before challenging the labyrinth again. 24 newly drawn character illustrations are included. Plus, take advantage of new difficulty options.
Also, the Switch
and
is
new
already
automatic
a
function
RPG
for
machine,
smoother
like
exploration.
crazy.
Etrian Odyssey Origins Collection launches on Nintendo Switch June 1st.
Put every
Each
RPG
game in
on
the
Nintendo
collection
Switch,
will also
like,
be available
seriously.
separately on Nintendo eShop.
I just want every RPG on Nintendo
Pre-orders
Switch.
begin today on Nintendo eShop. Get your tactical skills ready.
We finally get confirmation of Advance Wars.
Calling all strategy fans. The Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game is only a couple of months away. Join Andy, Max, Sammy,
Wait, they
and
do
more
need
in
more
2
time?
story campaigns, each one filled with colorful turn-based tactical action.
Wasn't it already done?
Flex your
Like,
strategic
didn't it
muscles
just
across
sit there
multitude
for
of
a year?
modes. Design your own maps and share them with friends.
I think
Plus,
the
go
game
head-to-head
just sat
in
there
local
for
and
another
online
year
play.
or so, right?
Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp comes to Nintendo Switch.
Wasn't it
April
supposed to
21st.
launch
Pre-orders
February
begin today
last
on
year?
Nintendo eShop.
And they delayed it because of the war or something? Okay, this is getting serious.
A new story will unfold in the Kirby's Return to Dreamland
Oh yeah,
Deluxe game.
it's a new Kirby game. I think it was announced in the last direct,
the
right?
interdimensional traveler from the main adventure, has lost his powers and must escape the realm between dimensions. All he can do now is a basic attack and jump. To regain Magolor's powers, you'll need to collect magic points by defeating enemies. With magic points, different abilities can be restored and enhanced. Improve Magolor's levitation, or increase his attack range. The order in which you restore
I don't
his
really have
powers
much to say
is
on
up
Kirby
to you.
games, to be honest.
There are over 20 interdimensional
I think all of them
stages to
are
explore.
decent, all of them come out, but nothing that really blew me away. But I still need to play
Up to 4 players on the same
Kirby and the
system
Forgotten
can
Land,
venture
because
through
that
this
one
mysterious
is
realm
supposed to
together.
be one of the best.
Can Magolor restore his powers and safely return to his world? You can access this new epilogue after clearing story mode.
So I think this is a remake of a game, right? So they added something new.
After today's Nintendo Direct, a demo will be available on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, good. And that is what I mean. Like,
Up to 4 players can play
why doesn't it
specially
have a
arranged demo with
Sony or
select
Microsoft
stages and
presentation,
subgames.
like something like,
Kirby's
hey, there's a
Return to
demo
Dreamland
available
Deluxe
of this
launches
game
on
right
Nintendo
now.
Switch system
Like,
February 24th.
that is something that I'm
Pre-orders are
missing.
Available now on Nintendo eShop.
We hope you're looking
Demos
forward
really
to the
help
story
to
in Kirby's Return to Dreamland
to
Deluxe.
get a feeling for the game.
Next,
Like,
here's some news about
the
Nintendo
Harvestella
Switch Online.
demo was
Please
what
take a look
prevented me
at
from
this.
buying the game in the first place, at least at full price. Oh, finally, we are getting Nintendo. We're getting Game Boy games onto Nintendo Switch Online.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online.
Took them long
On Nintendo
enough.
Switch, you can play these games anytime, anywhere.
Does
just
this
like you could
include
back
Game
in
Boy
the day.
Color? Please?
Let's introduce the games that will be available at launch. Tetris. Arrange the falling tetraminos and aim for a high score.
That is a pretty huge thing.
Super Mario Land 2.
At least
6
if
golden
they
coins.
decently
Replay
support
the
it.
castle that
There's
Wario
so
stole
many
from
good
you.
Game Boy games.
The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX.
Oh, it's a DX
Awaken the
version.
Windfish to
So
escape Koholint Island.
so it is the Game Boy Color version.
Gargoyle's Quest. Save the Ghoul Realm as Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series. Game & Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of Game & Watch titles.
They need to add Pokemon to
Alone in
this.
the Dark. The New Nightmare. Solve a murder mystery on the supernatural Shadow Island. Metroid 2. Return
Metroid
of
2,
Samus. Destroy the Metroids
definitely.
hiding on planet SR-388.
I would love it so
Wario
much.
Land 3. Traverse a world that changes
Why Wario
between
Land
day and
3?
night
Why not
based on your
Wario Land
actions.
1? I guess Wario Land 3 is something good.
Kirby's Dream Land. Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title.
But I also would love Wario Land 1.
You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Color screen filters.
Good.
Up to 2 players can play compatible games together locally or online.
I hope they plan more with
games
it.
will be added in the future.
Pokemon trading card game, Oracle games,
And
Game Boy Advance. If this thing
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo
doesn't
Switch
come
Online
with
Plus
Final
expansion
Fantasy
pack.
Tactics Advance,
Here are the games that you
Really?
can play at launch.
You cowards. Put it out there. I need it.
Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory. WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. Experience the origins of the lightning fast micro games. Koru Koru Korurin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal without hitting obstacles. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Race in the first Mario Kart game created for a portable
I hope
system.
the selection expands quickly.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Venture through a zany world and fight with equally zany attacks. The Legend of Zelda.
At
The
least
Minish Cap.
we get the Minish
Shoot
Cap
the
on there.
major
Like,
sides
the
and
Minish
dive
Cap
into
is
a
a
big
great
adventure.
game.
Local and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together. More
Metroid
games will be added to this
Fusion,
library
Fire
as well.
Emblem, F-Zero, Golden Sun. Yeah, that's a good selection.
After this presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with a Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack membership.
Okay, so what they are saying is that Game Boy Advance is exclusive to the Plus membership.
Will be playable on Nintendo Switch.
I already have the Plus membership, so I don't really
You'll be
care.
able to play the Game Boy and Game Boy
But at
Advance
least
titles
they are
introduced.
today.
Please
Cool.
look forward to more information
They
about
need to
Nintendo
add
Switch
way
Online
more games.
and Nintendo
Like, if
Switch
this
Online Plus expansion pack in the
this is
future.
everything they've shown,
Let's
they
see
need to
the
add
headlines.
way more games to this. There's so many great games.
The original Metroid Prime game is remastered on Nintendo Switch.
Here we go. I will buy them again. All of them. Is it just the first one? Oh my god, they remastered it? This is not something I did expect. Let's really hope that it's all 3 of them. I mean, the first game is just fine.
The first Metroid Prime game,
It's just the
originally
first
released on
one?
the Nintendo GameCube system, has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Explore Talon 4 from the
Oh, I
perspective
already
of
see
Samus
people
Aran. But
gearing up for a riot.
there's more to this alien planet than meets the eye. Visors are the key to
I
your
already can
adventure.
see people gearing up for a
Help
riot.
discover
If the
information
remaster
to
is
progress.
good enough, I might get it.
Depending on the situation, a certain visor may be required. When hostile creatures attack, keep them in your
Like, the
sights
games
with a
are
lock
genuinely
feature.
worth it, but if the remaster doesn't really add too much and just a visual upgrade,
Bombs.
and they try to sell it for full price, yeah,
This
it's
remaster
not that.
adds new dual stick controls, allowing you to move around while separately changing your point of view.
It's not that great of a
Also
thing.
select a control style that recreates the feel of the original game, among other control options. Explore Talon.
Oh yeah,
4
definitely.
with
It's
your
going to
preferred
feel great with the
playstyle.
Joy-Cons.
The
I can
digital
already tell
version of
that.
Metroid Prime Remastered launches on Nintendo eShop later today. The physical version of the game will be available in stores.
They have a
February
lot
22nd.
today coming out. Are the other games coming as well, or is
Put your
it just the
master
first
detective
game?
skills to the test.
If
This
they
is the
launch it at
World
full
Detective
price, that's a little bit
Organization.
pricey for me. Like,
Yuma, a trainee detective,
we did get
and
the
Shinigami,
trilogy
the spirit
remaster for the
haunting
Wii.
you, will solve the strange incidents within Kanai Ward.
That was at full
a city
price, which
ruthlessly
included all the
controlled
3
by
games. It's a little
Amaterasu
bit pricey.
Corporation.
Is this the
You
Danganronpa
investigate these
thing?
incidents
I think it is.
alongside master detectives of the organization. Each one has a supernatural ability that can prove useful during investigations. Mimic body types and voices.
I think we're
with
already
disguise.
at the end soon.
Detect heartbeats and
Metroid Prime
whispers
Remaster
with
could be
audio
cool
aptitude.
if they get the price right.
And
I
witness
think
past crime
it shouldn't be
scenes
full
with
price.
close
I think
cognition.
if they go
These
$40 or
abilities can
something,
be shared with you.
it could be cool.
So this is post-cognition.
So use them to get closer to cracking a case. After collecting enough evidence, a mystery labyrinth will appear. Spot the inconsistencies and uncover the truth. Master Detective Archives Rain Code launches on Nintendo Switch June 30th. Wings of the Heart
Oh,
take
no.
flight once more. A remastered collection of both
Namco?
Eidos games,
Bandai Namco,
released on the
do you hear me?
Nintendo GameCube system, is coming
Why
to Nintendo
is this
Switch.
game getting remastered and Xenosaga is still stuck on PlayStation 2? Why?
The Empire
Why?
conspiracy looms closer as spirits dwelling within the protagonists. You'll stand up to
You
the
cowards.
across two different eras of
Put
war.
fucking Xenosaga on the Switch now.
During your travels, you'll visit various locales and team up with like-minded allies. Battles are fought using cards called Magnus. Your attack power is determined by the attributes.
Well, I
and
heard good
combinations
things
of
about the
your cards,
game,
which
so
are randomly
it's
dealt.
definitely going to be huge for some people.
In these real-time battles, you'll need to make
But seriously,
split-second decisions to edge closer to
they
the
said us
What
Xenosaga
revelations come to light in the
doesn't
skies
sell
above
well,
and the lands below.
and they don't want to release it or make a remaster of it.
Soars onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive into your new fantasy life.
Live the life you want in a new fantasy life game.
Bandai Namco just need to get a stick out of their ass and work together with Monolith Soft to remake all of Xenosaga
This girl.
immediately.
Then travel between past and present to make the island your own. Become a woodcutter, angler, cook, blacksmith, paladin, magician, and more. Take
Now I'm really excited for what comes at the end. It needs to be The Legend of Zelda.
This life is yours to live.
I think there's nothing really left
After
to reveal.
1,000 years, the restoration
I think
of
they've
Valorant
revealed enough
begins.
for summer
Fantasy Life on.
to sway us over until the next direct. So it needs to be Tears of the Kingdom. Here we go. That's not it. Yet. Here's a fun fact. I never played a Professor Layton game.
Wave 4 is racing in.
Oh yeah, and Booster Pass, Wave 4.
Yoshi's Island. A brand new course is zooming into Wave 4 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC.
Also, let me talk a little bit about the Game Boy thing.
Is also being added to
If
Wave 4.
they make it so that they add the old Pokemon versions onto the Game Boy Nintendo Switch Online thing and make it so that you can connect it to Pokemon Stadium on an N64 thing, that would be so dope. That would be so great. That would justify their whole $50 price thing.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost.
And yeah, I've been playing the Mario Kart 8 DLC with my expansion pack membership. Definitely. And we get another nice compilation. Also, this collection is something I'm looking forward to. I've never played the game, to be honest, but people love it, so... And it looks right up my alley. The Mega Man Battle Network collection. But yeah, the last trailer needs to be Tears of the Kingdom. It's actually shocking how little they've shown of the game. They need to show something. It's 3 months from now. They desperately need to show something. At least give us something to cling on to. To show us that this game is better than Breath of the Wild. I need it.
Thank you for staying with us so far. This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Come on. Show it to us. Here we go.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies.
This looks...
Survivors.
From a world aspect, this looks a lot like Breath of the Wild so far.
Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
So far, the gameplay looks dope of the game. Like, the open world aspect is going to be crazy. It feels like it. It feels good, but the problem is...
Please, lend him your power.
"12th of May? Still? I need more info. I need to see what the gameplay looks like. I need to see if they incorporated dungeons, real dungeons into the game." Oh.
In addition to the standard version, a collector's edition of the game containing various
Oh,
items
no.
will release on launch day. A new amiibo figure of Link from this game will
I really
also
want the
be available on
collector's
the same
edition.
day. We hope you're looking forward
Uh.
to Link's latest grand adventure. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for showing us. I think we've seen a little bit more gameplay, but the Zelda Direct needs to happen, really. Like, they need to promote the shit out of this game with gameplay trailers and show us actual dungeons. I want this more than anything. I want real, actual Zelda dungeons in this game. They've shown a lot, actually. A lot more than I thought. I mean, they opened with Pikmin 4, so... that's already a win for a lot of people. Me included. Like, I'm definitely going to be playing Pikmin 4. I need to finish Pikmin 1 and 2 before I do that, though. Like, I played Pikmin 3 last year. And I need to finish Pikmin 1 and 2 before I play the 4th game. And Zelda still looks good. It looks dope. They need to really change Hyrule up from what it was. Oh, good. I at least have someone to argue with. Yeah, you need to really watch my Xenoblade. Oh my god, I don't need. What did they do with Xenoblade? Like, holy shit! Like, they can't just
E to M.
get out of here. Let me just go on my break panel. What the fuck did they do with Xenoblade? Like, they can't just drop Alvis and Shulk in there and just say, oh yeah, here's Alvis and Shulk. Watch for Wave 4 coming sometime this year. What the fuck? Well, not argue, like talk to, I mean. Like what the fuck was that? What the fuck was the Xenoblade thing? Like, there was not much there. Like, it could have story relevance. They just dropped Alvis and Shulk on us and just said, here you go. This is your Xenoblade thing. I know that Xenoblade YouTubers are going to go crazy over this clip and just dissect it to the second. But yeah, Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 is a strong start. Let me just check if I can get the stream back. If I can fast forward through it. This isn't it. This is it. Let's just rewind through it a little bit. Let me just go full screen again. Obviously, Pikmin 4, like this game looks incredible. Let's just watch the trailer again. This game looks incredible so far. Even through stream compression, this looks absolutely amazing. And it's going to be coming out soon. Like, in July. It's their big July game this year. So yeah, I think you're going to watch the Pikmin trailer a lot. I'm not going to. That looks so good. I really want that. And then we have the Xenoblade thing, and then they just dropped this tidbit, like this one.
Tell me why? Is this really what you want?
Nothing's gonna get through to him. He's a heartless machine.
Like killing Granddad wasn't enough for you?
Volume 3 of the Xenoblade Chronicles.
What the fuck is this?
Pass
like, we have Shulk, Alvis.
System,
Let me just pause. We have Shulk and Alvis arguing over something, I don't know. And a guy we don't know anything about. He looks a little bit like Rex, in my opinion. Like, let's have a look. Let's see if I can find this. Like, this guy could be Rex. A little bit older. It is Rex. He has the 2 Aegises. What the fuck? Oh my god. Rex looks great older. He has the 2 Aegis swords. And Rex stripped up for that. Really. I mean, I can see how he found how he got the two girls. Oh my god, it is Rex. I didn't first get it because he doesn't really look like someone we know in Xenoblade, and it's fucking Rex. It's Shulk and Rex being there together, fighting against Alvis, who looks a lot like Sansa in this pose. And Alvis is basically confirmed as an Aegis, right? I think. And then you also have... Wait, they did show it briefly.
Tell me why! Is this really what you want?
Nothing's gonna
I've
get
also
through
seen
to
something.
him. He's a heartless machine.
Then they show the area, which is... what's it called? Gaur Plains? They show just Gaur Plains in there.
Like killing Granddad wasn't enough for you?
And this looks like either a Noah or a father of Noah or something like this. Or a descendant of Noah, we don't know. But this definitely has Noah written all over it. Like, what the fuck is going on in this? Like, this is, like... How long of a trailer is this? Like, 30 seconds or something? They just show us 30 seconds and say, oh yeah, it comes in volume 4. Everyone be prepared. Yeah, that's crazy. That's really crazy. I really, really love that they just shoved this in there. Like, holy shit. This is something to get really crazy over. And it's basically occupying the least amount of space in this entire direct. I think then we went over this. Let me just summarize this. Dead Cells. Oh yeah, Ghost Trick coming. So if you haven't played it, definitely play Ghost Trick. Ghost Trick is great. And yeah, the Bayonetta prequel is basically... I said it has a really good looking art style to it. Like, it's a good looking game. Sounds interesting. I don't really care about Splatoon because I haven't played Splatoon 3. This is absolutely crazy. I don't really care about this game. Oh yeah, I was gushing about my inner Fire Emblem nerd coming through over Hector and Soren being in the game. I definitely need to buy this game at some point and play it. I don't really care about the others, to be honest. Let's see. What have we here? Oh yeah, Octopath Traveler 2. I love the inclusion of demos in this. Like, every major game seems to have a demo attached to it. This is something I'm really, really missing with Sony and Microsoft. Like, they don't really do demos that much. I don't really care about the new Kirby game, to be honest. Oh yeah, and this thing happened. A little bit disappointed with the game selection on this. They really need to step their game up with these releases. They really need to step their game up. Like, you can't just release this with 5 games and just say everything's coming later. They need to really be in the next 2 months need to be a lot more games, to be honest. Especially Game Boy. Game Boy Advance could take a little bit longer to port. Although I like the screenshot here. Like, Metroid Fusion is great. Fire Emblem is great. Minish Cap is a great game. Like, they have a pretty decent selection planned for this. Also, what they really need to do is bring Pokemon games on there. Like, bring Game Boy and Game Boy Advance Pokemon games and make them available for Pokemon Bank, and also add them to Pokemon Stadium, which is releasing for N64 later. They need to really add it to Pokemon Stadium. That would make Pokemon Stadium such a big deal. Because getting that set up on original hardware is like crazy difficult nowadays. Because you need to have the original cartridge, which on the regular, the original battery dies on the original cartridges. So that's a thing that needs to be fixed. Then you need to get your hands on a copy of Pokemon Stadium, which is already pretty expensive. And you need to have the peripheral for it to work. And you need to also get it to work on a big HDMI television. Like, that's not easy, and it would be so cool if they did this. Oh yeah, and then I basically talked about Metroid Prime. I think it's a hard sell to sell the first Metroid Prime game for full price, to be honest. I can look it up later. If it's, I think, $40 or something, it's okay if it's a remaster. But it's a hard sell on full price because we already got the trilogy on the Wii, which was basically, and you could buy it on the Wii U. Like, I think on the Wii U it was $20 or something. And it's a remaster they would try to sell for 60, so it's a little bit hard of an asking price for me. Although the game is definitely worth it, to be honest. Oh no, hopefully not. It's supposed to be on eShop today. I hope it's not full price. Please don't let it be full price. People are going to be really mad over it if it's full price. That would suck. That would really suck. I wouldn't buy it at full price. No shot. No shot at all. Yeah, don't really care about the new Danganronpa style thing. Not yet, at least. Then here with what's it called? Baten Kaitos, I got so mad. Because I'm going to reiterate this for you. Bandai Namco are fucking cowards who won't port Xenosaga over, but this game, in a franchise that already died with the GameCube, they port over. They are cowards. Did I make myself clear enough? Yeah, this is basically a franchise that was on GameCube and they didn't really sell anymore for anything or didn't develop anything new. And they won't work with Monolith Soft to get a Xenosaga remake, and this makes me really mad. Like, it's a Bandai Namco IP. Oh wow. It looks good, to be honest. I think a lot of people are happy. I think a lot of people like this game. I'm just saying, like, Bandai Namco need to really, really, really port Xenosaga. And then we have Mario Kart DLC, which is okay. I think a lot of people are happy with the Mario Kart DLC. Here is the trailer. We need to dissect this trailer again. I need to look at it again because there's a lot I missed probably.
This will be our last segment. Please take a look.
Let's go.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him. Please, lend him your power.
So far, it looks like a decent trailer. Here's the thing that I'm missing. I'm still missing key gameplay. I know you're freaking out because of Pikmin 4, but here's the thing. I'm still missing key gameplay for Tears of the Kingdom. I'm still missing, like, something more substantial, like walking around, fighting enemies. And what I'm still missing is the confirmation that there's going to be dungeons for this game. I hope there is, but they are still not giving us enough info about this game. The Zelda Direct needs to happen soon. I want more info about this game because they have been really keeping back info. They sell it to you like this big thing, but they are still keeping info from us. And it's not something I appreciate a lot. Like, it's 3 months from now. Like, I want to at least know what the gameplay is going to be like. Either it's a clever media marketing strategy where they keep everything to themselves until it hits shelves and it's phenomenal and blows Breath of the Wild out of the water, or they are gearing up for a Zelda presentation. I really want to know if dungeons exist. That would make it so much better. I really want regular dungeons back. The what they have shown, the gameplay still looks really good. Like, the few breadcrumbs we are getting still look good, but these are just breadcrumbs. And that is concerning, yeah, that it's basically similar to Breath of the Wild. Although the few gameplay trailers show that it's not really that much. Well, it's not going to be much different than that, but a little bit different. I think the core gameplay is going to be the same. I definitely think the core gameplay loop is going to be probably very similar, like the movement, the combat, and stuff. I just want to know if I get my dungeons back and my dungeon items or something like that. So yeah, this game still concerns me. They didn't show nearly enough for it to not concern me. Nearly enough. Yeah, Elden Ring worked, yeah. The problem is with Elden Ring, everybody knows it's FromSoft. FromSoft hasn't really missed that much. FromSoft hasn't really missed that much. I think if Zelda also hasn't really missed that much, to be honest. I think a lot more people appreciate Breath of the Wild, and that's why they're doing it. I think a lot less people say anything about the flaws of that game. But yeah, that's my concerns about this game. I think it was a really good direct. I think it was a really, really solid direct. I think we got the entire summer range covered. Yeah, it looks a lot like Breath of the Wild, but they don't take 6 years of development time to not do anything to the game. That is substantial. I don't think that is the case. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is a good game, but I need to agree with you on that. There's some flaws that I really don't like about the game that keeps me from replaying it. And I really love for them to have fixed this in this game. I don't feel that much about the direct. I think it was solid. Yeah, the further we get into the hype cycle, the more worried we get because we haven't seen much of it. I really think they need to have another Zelda Direct where they basically show, the more of the gameplay, tell us they have dungeons and stuff like that. That would be great. But the Direct itself was really good. I think they covered most of what the summer lineup's going to be this year. Like they've covered Pikmin and Xenoblade and all of basically everything we expected, like Pikmin and Xenoblade. And it's basically their summer lineup until we get a next direct, which is probably going to be in summer around June, around the usual E3 time, where they're going to get into their winter lineup. So yeah, I know you were already happy at this point. Wait, I can already sense it. I can already sense it. Here it is. I knew it was. Here's the thing. I can directly pinpoint the moment you were happy. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. Give it a moment. This shot. All you needed. This was where I knew that it was Pikmin. Like, definitely. Am I wrong? It's such a good starting point for the stream. Like, we have Pikmin. And then well, basically Pikmin is going to be their summer game, like their summer banger. Then we have Xenoblade, which we know nothing about. Then Fire Emblem is getting stuff, and all of this Game Boy stuff is coming out. So I think that will tide us over until Tears of the Kingdom, which is going to be basically our May and June game. And then we have Pikmin. And that's probably where the next direct is going to be, like June or July. I think it was a decent direct, to be honest. We did get a lot of confirmation for stuff. A lot of stuff we expected. Some stuff we didn't. I'm probably more excited about this one. This one is really exciting for me. I just love the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, to be honest. Also this one. Yeah, I'm going to be ending streaming for now too, I think. I'm going to bed and sleep for a few hours until I need to go to work. So goodbye, everybody.